up, everyone? GoJay51 here, and we finally have an X Plus box day. And you see, I don't have my table in front of me because this thing can be counted as a table. We have... Oh, man. Nope, not that end. Not that. The X Plus gigantic Godzilla 1989. This is the box that came in. Enough talk. Let's get them open. Okay. My receipt. Turn these sideways. Here we are. Now, this is the X Plus gigantic Godzilla 1989 from the film Godzilla vs. Biollante, an underrated film, criminally underrated film. This is just the box. Let's get them open. Oh, go. Styrofoam. That's styrofoam. And oh my goodness, there he is. Alright, so that's that. Let's get them fully out now. First off, packaging very tightly in there, and I'm very proud of the packaging they sent. Very thick styrofoam around. Really cool tarp like plastic they put around Godzilla. Keep him nice and protected. Lift up nice and gently. Oh my god. You are a beautiful bastard. Oh wait. Before take him out. And some protective bubble wrap between the dorsal plates as well. Love it. Oh. Alright, set him on my bed real quick. Ooh, I should learn to put this away, shouldn't I? Tail too. All right. Up and around. There is the tail. Wow. All right. Got that. Alright, next up, got the little bootsies. So, first impressions, the tail, the spot where you put the tail in is very different than other X Plus figures. There's actually a canyon in between spots here. I'll take a picture, I'll put a picture up here. I can only assume that is for making it easier to put the tail in, but this guy has a date with a blow dryer. Be right back.
Oh, man.
And here we are, the X Plus gigantic Godzilla 1989 from the film Godzilla vs. Biollante. As I said before, a criminally underrated film. Now, for the time it was, I'm pretty sure everyone's on board now with their love for Godzilla vs. Biollante, but this movie was really frowned upon when it first came out. But other than that, let's get into the figure. I bought this from Hobby Search. It was $402 plus shipping and handling. It was around $500. Yeah, worth it though. Absolutely worth it. This figure is amazing from the front of his mouth to all the way to the tip of his tail. This figure is so worth it. If you have not bought this figure yet, please do. I was talking to a friend online, okay? His name escapes me for the moment, okay? But we were talking on Facebook, and he said that he has a chance to buy a figure, this figure, for $550. Now that is a little more than what you would expect to pay for it, and the decision he's still deciding. And the idea of there being a second batch of this figure, there's no guarantee. Now with Shin Godzilla, the gigantic for Shin, I got the second batch of Shin Godzilla. There's no guarantee that's going to happen with this because all the other gigantics that came out, I don't believe there was a second batch for them. Okay, please correct me in the comments section below, but I don't remember there being a second batch. So, it's up to you. If you want to spend an extra $50 on it, I say it's worth it. Okay, because you don't know. Because Shin Godzilla, I've seen him online from like $900 to $1,000. Okay, it's only been like 2 years since it came out. Don't even get me started on the Rick. I saw one on there for $2,000. You can get the Kyoto Shin Godzilla. That one's bigger for $2,000. So, if you haven't bought this figure yet, and you really want it, I say get it. Okay? There might be a second batch, but you're going to be pretty much paying the same thing. $50 is $50, okay? Yeah, it's up to you. So, yeah. Enough of that. Let's talk about the gigantic 1989 Godzilla. This figure was first announced back in November, I think it was, with the gigantic 1974 Mechagodzilla, which we haven't heard anything on that yet, but, you know, I can wait. And it looked amazing. Its unpainted version still looked amazing. I loved it. And then rumors came up this saying that this was the biggest X Plus gigantic Godzilla. He is. I've seen pictures on Twitter, right from Japan, where people actually lined up all of the gigantics. This Godzilla stands a good head above them. Okay. And not only that, I think this is probably one of the heaviest ones as well. But in my opinion, this is the most accessible gigantic. Okay, I know. I only have two others, which is the Shin Godzilla and the GMK Godzilla. But this one, not only does he stand completely upright, but his tail goes off to his right. So putting him on the shelf with the other Godzilla 89s that I have, his tail perfectly goes around them. So he just take up his own spot. It's perfect. So, let's go into the detail. So, the face. This Godzilla is one of the most beautiful Godzillas in the Heisei series, which in the future would be repurposed for the 91 suit. But you just look at the face and just the way how it's sculpted. It looks amazing. Just simply amazing. I love it. Okay, the way the eyes look, the fangs, the teeth, the way how the mouth is just open. It's like a constant roar, or like he's breathing fire. I love it. That ferocity when you're looking down on him, you know, it's like that evil, devilish look to Godzilla. It just looks amazing. So a lot of people love about this Godzilla, just how evil he looks while also being very true to the original looks as well. And there is a little something you can do with the 89 Godzilla. I just realized now, if you have something to go underneath the tail, you can actually put a tail stand on and have him leaning forward, but I can have him just leaning back. It's okay. Not to it. Okay. Off to the neck. The neck is perfectly, in sync with what he looked like in the film. Awesome. And you have the rows of dorsal plates going down the back of the neck that goes into his upper back towards his lower back. Just looks awesome. The dorsal plates looking amazing. Going off to the chest, that really tough and strong look to him while the arms are cocked upward like he's, rampaging through the city, or he's walking through the storm at the end of the movie, fighting the M6000 TC system. Yeah. Looks awesome. Awesome. And you move on to the waist and the legs. He's got the big old legs. He's got big, thick legs, which, comparing that to the 91, they actually slimmed the legs up a little more. But still, the 89 Godzilla just looks amazing. Okay. Simply amazing. Moving on to the big old flipper feet. Each toe looks amazing. There's a bone white. It goes into the skin. It's more of a black color. Charcoal gray, black. It's about that. Then you move on to the tail, which is very different about this Godzilla compared to other Godzilla figures that I've owned. The tail is actually done a little differently. There's actually like a little notch, like a little canyon in between the bottom part. So actually the tail goes in a lot easier. Like with the Shin Godzilla. It was a solid ring around where you actually put the tail in. This actually has, a little give to it, so you actually put the tail in a lot easier. It does, give a little bit of a challenge at first, but once you really sit down and really get it, I recommend sitting down. Sit down with it, put it on your lap, hold it nice, squeeze, and then goes right in. Easy peasy. It is awesome. Let's take another look at it now. Okay, I gotta turn him a little differently because the tail is extremely long. You can see on my table here, he just envelops the table. And the face is amazing. This figure is amazing. Head to toe amazing. I love it. Now, the Rick version that came out, forgive me if I get this wrong, comes with a closed mouth, or you can do an open mouth, and the dorsal plates actually aren't, I think they're blue, but they're like that glow-in-the-dark color blue, so it could glow in the dark, which is really cool, but I just like the standard. And a couple of months ago, I think you guys remember that I got the Rick light-up Godzilla 89 with the closed mouth, so yeah, I didn't really need another one of those, and I love this figure. Once again, if you have the opportunity to get this figure, if you have a line on it, I would jump on it immediately. Okay, it looks great. It really makes the room look good, and I have it on its own individual shelf with the other Godzilla 89s, and I'm buying a poster for the poster for Godzilla vs. Biollante as well, to kind of, make it pop, just like I did with Shin Godzilla as well, for his end, and it's just look at it. Here, watch the video. Yeah, you see? Just awesome. I love it. Okay, so size comparisons. Yeah, with a gigantic. Let's do a size comparison. Okay, so let's start off with someone who's really small. We have the 25 centimeter Godzilla 1973 from the film Godzilla vs. Megalon. 25 centimeter. Yeah. Doesn't stand a chance. By the way, this is an awesome figure. If you get a chance to buy this one, go for it as well. I love it. And I was able to get the Rick version of it from Flossie's Gifts. So, yeah. Awesome stuff. Alright. Let's take a look at the future for the Heisei Godzilla. We have the 30 centimeter Burning Godzilla. Another awesome figure. I hope someone can reissue this for those who ran out on a chance on it. Which, by the way, they are doing the Yuji Sakai Burning Godzilla, which looks awesome. Okay. And you can clearly see that the 89 is just towers over. And they say this is a 50 centimeter figure, so... Okay. You're hefty, aren't you? Put you right back. Oh. Let's do a funny one real quick. The Defo Real, Godzilla, 1984. You know, I'll do one better. By the way, that's another awesome figure. If you haven't got a good chance to look at it, go check out my video on it. But, Minya. Yeah. Let's get him away. So, okay. Well, this is the Yuji Sakai Godzilla 1989 that came out a few years ago. The original, well, it's the Diamond reissue, but yeah, just towers over him. No contest. So, a lot of people on the X Plus Face Group collectors groups have been asking, what does he look like compared to the gigantic Shin? And I do have the gigantic Shin. Let's see if I can put them both on this table, which I don't think I'm going to be able to, so let's see. Actually, no. Hold on. Oh, don't look at me like that, Shin. Oh, man. You know, the 89 might be bigger, but the Shin, I think, is a lot heavier. And you can see 89 is a bit taller than Shin. Now, Shin is heavier and a lot longer as well, but Godzilla 89 is bigger. Okay, let's put him back. I feel like I'm getting a workout. Uh-oh. I think that box is giving away. Quick, hurry up. Hurry up, hurry up. Yeah. Here you go. And just sit with you on my lap. Oh, wait, here's the... Come here. Down the bottom. Okay, so I think that does it for the Godzilla 1989 Gigantic. Now, one more thing I'd like to see. A little extra piece of styrofoam that came with. Put that under, and now he's leaning forward. I guess that's what he's supposed to look like, because that's the way the toes are as well, and yeah. But, once again, if you don't want to do that and just have him standing like that, he looks great that way as well. So, yeah, I'll just leave him like that for a little bit. Take some pictures with him like that. But anyway, that is the show. Yeah, it's been a while since I got an X Plus figure. And, yeah, so I'll save it up for this guy. And, hopefully by Thursday I can finally settle up with another figure that I wanted to get and do a huge box day with them all together. But that fell through, so, you know. But other than that, this is Gojit851 saying, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see y'all at the next installment of the show, whether it is a gameplay for Mortal Kombat 11, which most likely it will be Mortal Kombat 11, or another X Plus unboxing and review. Till next time, you all take it easy.